This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one and only Apefather in the house, baby. Wow! So listen, I just wanted to make a video on this. I've been getting, as usual, a lot of people breaking my balls on, that the Apefather was always like AMC to Pluto and Pluto being $100,000 price or more. Listen to me. Let me first start by saying I'm an entertainer. So even back when you were listening to me in June, July, August, September, whatever the case may be, and I was saying all that stuff, I'm an entertainer. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a financial planner. So, the funny thing was everybody would always say to me back then, a lot of people, that you're a dreamer, you're crazy, AMC will never get to $100,000 a share. Now, let me be clear. For all the people who obviously misunderstand me and who never get anything I say, I do believe that AMC could go to $100,000 a share. I think AMC could even go higher. The question is, will we get paid? That's the question. So, you have to just try to understand this. You have to be in life a little bit realistic. You have to be realistic. I have to be honest with you. I've never been realistic. I've always been a big dreamer in my life. You ask my wife. I'm like Jackie Gleason, the honeymooners. I always come up with ideas and ideas. I'm a dreamer. But you know what? Luckily in my life, I lived a very unorthodox life. But when I say unorthodox, I go for a lot of risks in life that most people don't go for. But it always seems to work out for me. I have a beautiful family. I have a beautiful home. I'm eating like a champion every single day. So it works. It works for me. But the thing is, I don't want to be responsible for your life. You have to be responsible for your life. You have to make the best decision that's for you and for your family for life-changing wealth. And I don't want you to base that decision on me, which you probably don't anyway, because I think everybody clearly knows I'm an entertainer, right? Okay, but really ask yourself this question. If AMC went to $100,000, it's a $50 trillion, let me repeat this, $50 trillion market cap. That means someone is going to have to pay you $100,000 for one share. Now, the thing is, who's going to do that? Is it going to be the hedge funds? No. Is it going to be some individual on Wall Street that's going to pay you $100,000 for one share? So in other words, if he buys 10 shares from you, he's going to have to pay you $1 million. No. So the only agency that's going to do it is the DTCC. That's it. Now, there's a lot of rumors going on. Look, I cannot guarantee you anything. I've read before that they're insured up to 70 trillion. People fight with me, they say, Apefather, there is really no concrete proof that the DTCC is insured up to 70 trillion. And you know what? Even if they were insured up to 70 trillion, the question is, will they actually pay that amount? You realize that nothing like this has ever happened before in history. So the only thing I'm saying to you is this. I'm not telling you, let me repeat, I am not telling you what to do. We're all going to be very rich. We're all going to be millionaires. I'm just saying, consider that if you hold AMC to $100,000 a share, who's going to pay you? That's all I'm saying to you. Look, I'm not telling you what to do. You got to do what's best for you, and you got to do what's best for your family. But who's going to pay you? Who's going to pay you $100,000 a share? Now, the thing is, let's say it's the DTCC. Do you really think it's going to be an easy process? Like, what do you think they're going to do? They're just automatically going to pay you? They're going to say, here you go, buddy. Here's, what do you got, 100 shares? You know what I mean? So what would that be? I don't know, $10 million, whatever the case may be, right? Okay. They're not going to do that. Okay, it's going to be, first of all, they're gonna do everything they can to try to get out of it, right? They're gonna claim fraud. They're gonna claim all kinds of craziness, act of God, this and that. You know what I mean? Like every insurance company does. Like I use the analogy when me and my wife lived in Staten Island, and we had Hurricane, what was it? Sandy. Okay, Hurricane Sandy, and you know what? Everyone who had flood insurance, no one was getting paid from the insurance companies. They were saying act of God, it was a catastrophic event. That's how insurance companies are. Even when the World Trade Center came down. I remember that guy, what was his name? Silverstein, who owned the World Trade Center, right? I remember reading how he couldn't get paid from the insurance company. It took like a decade. It took like 10 years from what I read. I don't know if that's true or not, but from what I read. So what do you think? The DTCC is just going to lay out 50 trillion? You really think that's going to happen? They're just going to say, okay, here you go. God bless. There's gonna be lawsuits for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you know what's gonna ultimately happen? It'll be some sort of a settlement. They're gonna be like, look, what do we owe you? $1 million? Would you take 50,000? And you know what? It's going to get to a point where if you think about it, I want you to imagine yourself in that situation where you're waiting like 5 years for your money and they offer you anything. You'll probably just take it, right? You'll just be so sick of waiting for your money. You're like, look, you owe me 500,000. All right, just give me 100,000. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I know you're going to say that it's fun. I can't stand you people. Everything I say, if I'm just conversating with you, if I'm just trying to give you a different perspective, and this whole concept of how, the Apefather, you call me a sellout, you call me a trader. Listen to me. I just want us to make money. That's it. Like, look, I never for 1 second said that I don't think AMC could go to 100,000. I think Alfred Boston even had a point. I think AMC could go to $1 million a share. If everybody held, we set the price. But who's going to pay us? How is that fun? Who's going to pay us if AMC is $1 million a share? Who's going to pay us? Who? You know what I mean? So you just have to say to yourself, see, AMC going to $10,000 a share, that's payable. That's payable. Like I could see a lot of people paying us in that case, even institutional investors, because they might think AMC is going to go higher. Or the point is, it's payable. It's something where I see you could get paid. To me, that's just how I feel. Okay, I'd make $30 million on that transaction. If I would sell 3,000 shares at $10,000 a share, I make $30 million. Okay, and that's right away. That's instant. That's in my account. I'm not waiting 3, 5 years, 10 years for a DTCC investigation. I'm not waiting 5 years to accept a settlement of pennies on the dollar. So look, I'm not telling you what to do because at the end of the day, I'm not a financial planner. I am an entertainer. I want the best for all of us. You got to do what's best for you and your family. That's it. And if you feel holding to 100,000 or 200,000 or whatever the case may be is best for you, God bless, do it. I'm just saying, consider the alternative. That it might be a very lengthy investigation in court. You may not get paid. You may have to accept a settlement. That's all I'm saying. Don't hate me. I'm not the bad guy. All right? I'm the good guy. You understand? I'm out for all of our best interests. That's all I'm saying. You want to call me a sellout? You want to call me a piece of garbage? You want to call me a fat Italian greasy meatball who lies? That's what everyone's saying to me. Lie father. That's the new name I'm getting. Because like, oh, hey, father, you said AMC could go to 100,000. And I still think it could go to 100,000. I haven't changed my opinion on that. The question is, who is going to pay us? Now, originally, I said the DTCC. But the more and more I'm doing research on this and the more due diligence, they never were faced with anything like this before, the DTCC. They never had to lay out $50 trillion. So you have to consider all of this. You think they're just going to do that? Oh, Powell will print more money. Yeah, I don't know about that. Listen, do what's best for you. I'm an entertainer. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to make you smile. I'm here to just get you through this and keep you motivated. That's all I am. That's my purpose here. I am not a financial planner. Do what's best for you, but just consider all the alternatives when making the right decision. AMC to Pluto.